Hello, this is the bracelet one. This is for the fire signs. Okay, fire signs, this is for you. So let me just say some stuff and then I'm going to say your storyline reading. You will be brought down to your knees, or however you be brought down. As far as where you live, as far as your eating, as far as things you used to getting or you want to have or whatever it may be. And able to live like those who you think you better than. Or you look at as less than. You must realize you will never stand in the place of God, fire sign. And not have the power of God. And you're not as powerful as God, fire sign. You're going to be experiencing living in the streets, on the streets, or in places that's uncomfortable for the fire sign, where there are wildlife, right? Actual wildlife, or people acting wild, like animals, or just wild in general. You know what I'm saying, right? Sometimes we as people have to be brought down to earth, because we place ourselves in a God position. And I advise you not to be like that, because you won't win. And you will have to be careful. Because you're going to pay for that. A heavy price, that is, for your wrongs. You inflict pain on people, places, and things. God is in charge. Always put your pride aside. Drop your pride. Drop your ego. Drop your envy. Just drop it. So we get ready to do we're getting ready to do something for the fire signs. Fire signs. Okay, that was for you, fire sign. Take any piece of it for any fire sign, okay? I'm going to try to make this short, universe. Life is going to be like a movie to a fire sign out there. However, whatever happened, life is going to be like a movie where it's tension. For a fire sign, okay? Let's just flow. Because we got fire signs that think they better than other people. That got ways about them, especially the Leo sign. Especially the Leo. Now, I know that, I don't know as far as the Aries, but especially the Leo sign. Okay? But like I said, any of the fire signs, take whatever go with you. Okay? Universe, you know all about it. Okay, somebody might be following you from a distance. You might want to be spared as far as a situation, want another chance, or somebody might want that as far as you, because you letting off your sexual tendency. You the man, you think you big and bad or whatever's going on. You want to free your mind and talk, or somebody want to do that as far as you, because something's not going to smell right for the fire sign or for somebody as far as you. So let's just flow. Because something come from way back with a fire sign and somebody. Okay, stop. Okay, here we go, fire sign. Remember, it's for any of you. If it don't go with you, don't even worry about it, fire sign. Because somebody had a book of lies in their mind and they made it true. Right? Where somebody had to take action and go somewhere else and get past a situation with a fire sign. Right? Okay, let's go for the fire sign. Stop. Okay, and here's some fire sign. Really? Firefly. I don't know the words to Firefly. There's something about something come from the sky. I don't know, fire sign. But anyway, we got a fire sign. We got whatever fire signs, a Sage, a Leo, and a Aries. One of you out of each one of the elements, I said, at least one of you is on the battlefield, or you want to be on the battlefield with somebody white. Or we just dealing with one of you, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, who want somebody to be submissive to you, right? For some reason, you want to control and dominate. Okay, you're going to be isolated for a coping mechanism because you might be going to the hospital where you might say thank you because a time and a date is mentioned, maybe to go to the hospital or whatever this is. I don't know. Okay, so let's just flow. Okay, what's the cost of your life though? Because you want to be friends with somebody, or somebody who got an epiphany as far as you, somebody who was nice and you were sadistic to, where you need soul support. Somebody you was a shark to, somebody who exercised their right to complain to you, maybe somebody you was competing with work, but lately it's been justified that you've been doing that because you're a beautiful dreamer, or the person, and you was tired of the person's crap, or the person was tired of your crap. Who's proud? The person is proud of themselves, but you want to be proud of yourself. So the ex is not for you. Some ex of yours, ex-friend, because this person made you an ex-friend, ex-employee, ex-whoever. You feel nobody perfect though, but you treated the person harshly. So if it was done to you, fire sign, take it your way, okay? But I'm saying it out to the fire sign where you doing something. Get what I'm saying, okay? So if it goes the other way, just twist it. You know how it goes, right? You was treating somebody harshly, fire sign. Because you was energy seeking, fire sign. Treated somebody like trash, like they was nobody. Okay, if it's got anything to do with race, right? If you're another race, period, you was racist, energy seeking. If it's not race, period, you thought you was better than. Just like what you heard me read earlier, and it's coming out. Okay? You was living an abstract way of living. And you wanted to bloom into the flower that you wanted to be. But God wanted this person to grow into the flower. God wanted the person to grow into. So you wanted to invest and able to gain. Right? But this person want to invest and able to gain. But you didn't want to do things at home because it says it's nice to want to help at home, but in some cases it won't work. So you didn't want to do things as far as home and for yourself, right? So you stretched yourself and you went some kind of other direction to work things for success and invested in something else and able to gain, right? Okay. Okay, you was wearing certain kind of clothing, whatever it might have been, that helped you do that. But if the person know you, should they tell me? Because you was hooking notes, getting information about somebody and their friends, or you and your friends was getting information about somebody, looking at the structure of a situation. So you had to find other ways to pleasure yourself because this person had to stay on this person's path who you was going up against, or you wanted to stay on your path, right? And you found other ways to pleasure yourself as far as trying to invest and stuff like that, looking at the structure of it. So you and your friends hook notes together to try to make something happen for yourself, right? So something is on the telephone, activity on your telephone some kind of way. So we have that you weren't going to settle for less. You dug deep and you decided you weren't going to settle for less. So you wanted to invest, so that's what you did. So you reached out away from where your regular way of doing and you did something different. because you didn't want to settle for less, because you think you better than with this card right here. Here we go again with it. You see it clear as possible, or somebody seeing it clear as possible that you did something to somebody, or you see it clear as possible that something ain't going like you want, or whatever this is. You want to say you're sorry because you want the person to cherish you or forgive you. Something on a computer, you dealing with the computer some kind of way. Unfortunately, you're dealing with a she-bear. So if it's not a woman, it's a man, a person you treating like trash or like garbage. A man or a woman, whoever you treating like that. But this person is strong right now. Okay, you're a leader and you stole from the person, or the person is a leader that you stole from. However it's going, okay? So let's see if I gotta cut it down sometime. How can I stop this one? Is that all to this one universe? Let me see 2 more cards. I'm trying to stop this. So who is this going to be? Who is this? Leo. This is for the Leo. I'm going to say Leo. That's what I'm hearing. So let's just see. I'm trying to stop it. So do I do it this way? I need 2 cards. I'm trying to stop it. Okay. That's 2. Okay, so it might be at least 2 people. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're going to try to stop it right here. This is going to be for the Leo, the one I just said. I'm saying. Okay, you took the person as easy, that they was a lone wolf, right? Because a person had to start falling back and love the person's self. Because a person didn't love the person's self, and that's why you was able to do what you done. And then we got a number 3. So we got number 23, number 32, on just God's number of grace. So God gave this person grace, and God gave you grace to change your life up. So we're going to make that the Leo. And I got some in my hand. So we're going to take this as the Aries, okay? Okay, the first one for the Aries is, you wanted to embrace your growth, Aries out there, right? Whoever you are, right? You have to start to live your life again if you haven't been, right? Or you wanted to. Your loved ones would not want you to be depressed, Aries. So we have right here that you had to show that you could build your own fortune and cheer on your fortune whenever you got it, okay? So we have that you and your feelings a lot. You're in your feelings, and you're going to go get something because you're in your feelings. So it was intense madness stuff because you're in your feelings about something, and you wanted somebody to bring an emotional love you needed, or somebody wanted that from you, wherever you live, Aries. You must go on with your life as you should. So you might have been depressed about something, or somebody you did something to. Whatever this is, right? You're going to feel detention time, or you might just be feeling detention time because you're in your feelings, or you broke up with somebody, or whatever this is. Okay, work hard. So you worked hard on something, Aries, whatever it is, something good or bad. You didn't want no smoke because it's pros and cons, or somebody didn't want it with you. So God says, yes, you on your path. So we got an Aries that's on your path. Now it's vital to get on your path if you're not on it. So whoever this Aries is in this road right here I'm talking about, evidently you was depressed about something happened, whatever it might have been, right? But then you change things around, and now you on your path. That's good, Aries. Okay? So we have right here, everybody knew but you as far as a situation though. Family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, or whoever this is. And you pinpointed it. Because you complained about something. So you still beautiful, Aries. You must not forget it and get past the situation. Whatever happened though, let's see. Because it say you want to embrace your growth, so I don't really see. Okay. You had to clarify that choosing you first, Aries, is the best choice. You could be 26, could be 62, or we just dealing with the number 7, 6, or 2, right? Could be a lottery, part of a birthday, or whatever. It could be date of something or whatever. You're dealing with your billfold at a social club, so it could be work. It could be any agency or whatever for my Aries, right? So we have right here that you had to wear the shield on and the helmet of strong. This could be work. I don't know what it is, Aries, but for the best option, God says for you. Somebody was interacting with some kind of drugs that you was dealing with, unless it was you. And you in treatment or went in treatment, and then you decide to turn your life around, or you was dealing with somebody like that, or somebody at work was like that, or whatever. Okay, or you was dealing with some kind of pain, so you had to elevate yourself with the sign of Aries and rely only on my Aries. Because you wanted a peace treaty with whoever this is for checkmate, or somebody wanted with you now. So we got 3773. Okay, on number 10. But you got to focus on you now, God says, right? Because somebody was banking on it, banking on you for a situation or in a situation, or you banking on it as far as like keeping yourself together. If you somebody who was on drugs, or if this person was on drugs, you was hooked to, or somebody just was banking on you, depending on you, or you banking on some kind of social club, some agency, some place, some treatment center, or job, or whatever this is, right? You got number 112, you can turn it around, part of a license, social, phone number, birthday, court date, or whatever it could be, time, or whatever. You have to be free to make your own decisions. Who? Why did you allow people to dictate and give you rules, or dictate your religion? So we got number 14, or we got number 5, God's number grace. God say, get out this mess, Aries, if you don't like this stuff. Dealing with somebody, a job, or a mate, or whoever this is, who on drugs, or who was on drugs, or if you was on drugs yourself and you need to get yourself cleaned up and straightened out, get out of this mess and straighten your life out, or whatever. You got to look at it again and see if it go with you any kind of way. Take whatever cards. It don't have to be the whole storyline. It could be 5 cards, I say. You can make a story out of the first card, the 10th card, the 11th card. Get my drift. Whatever ones go with you, you can make the story out of it. It don't have to be the whole story for you. Okay? You had no more time for laugh. You might be dealing with somebody of another race. You could be Italian, the person could be Italian, don't have to be. I like to say the back of the card sometimes. But somebody owe you an insane apology. And there's a meeting place, yeah. You wearing certain clothes to go to this meeting place. So the meeting place usually a powerful place. So the meeting place might be drug treatment, might be work, or whatever this is. I don't see no theft. The only thing I see is somebody interacting with drugs, let's say, or agency, or whatever this is. I'm happy with my life no matter my color. So this is a racist card. We got 2 racist cards, or was it just 1? Let's just see. No, this is a racist card though. Or I can change it around to somebody think they better than you. So it could be somebody at work, or whoever this is, or a partner of yours, or somebody, or agency, thought they's better than you, talk down to you, or whatever it may be, right? And there's a meeting place, and the person need to apologize to you, or you need to apologize if you the culprit. Get what I'm saying? Whichever side you fall on, Aries. I'm happy with my race no matter my color. Because the person need to see you as who you are and not your race. So I do see Italian on the back of this card. So I might make it a racial thing, right? Because I see Italian, right? It don't have to be, but it could be. Could be work, an agency in general, whatever race you are, right? Don't have to be Italian, but whatever. Or the person think they better than, because when we put race in, the people think they better than. It all go together as far as I'm concerned. So this for the Aries. Nobody better than nobody. Aries. Nobody. All blood is red. All the blood I saw so far. Nobody's better than nobody. Nobody. Get what I'm saying? Okay, so the next one is my Saggy. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see for my Saggy. Let's see what God had for the Saggy. You're going to get the truth out of a story, Saggy, otherwise. Because you don't indulge in something no more. And you want somebody to lay off. Somebody who might have put you through torture, or somebody who might come and try to torture you and hype that thing up, my Saggy. Oh my goodness, that you might get stung. You might get stung because you want structure. Or somebody did it already. Somebody might come to you for help, my Saggy. But you don't indulge no more. You're trying to get the truth out of a story. It could be somebody you don't talk to no more. You put the brakes on that thing. Stop thinking you deserve abuse from whoever this is, though, my Saggy. Person think you easy, my Sage, that this person can bank on, my Sage. This person want to have money in the bank, stamp their name on Sagittarius. Let me go back to my Sage. Sage is sweet. Sage is nice. Sage a giver. Let me go back to my Saggy. Right? Person might call you soon. You in my dreams. I'm thinking about you, Sage. But the person thinking about you just to come and get from my Sage. Maybe on a weekend, Sagittarius. Or maybe something was done on a weekend, whatever weekend, or will be done on a weekend. Now let's just work on my Sagittarius. I hear Sagittarius training. Somebody want to get on the Sagittarius training. Okay? Somebody following you from a distance online, Facebook or however. Or in person, you don't know it or whatever. Because if the person thinking about you, dreaming about you or whatever, that's following still in the person's mind. They constantly thinking about you, whoever. Because obviously something come from way back. Somebody you knew back then. Somebody who need to come up to par and do things in decency. Somebody who need to do some soul searching and check the person's self. Well, you need to check yourself to get away from this person. But you are adorable, Sagittarius, but you different from this person, whatever it is. So I don't know, it's something you don't indulge in no more that the person want to pull you back to. Person know you got money, know you stable or whatever's going on, or just want to make money off you or whatever's going on, because here's the money in a bank card. Person want to stamp the person's name on you, live with you, make money off you, or you take care of the person or whatever this is. That's just supposed to say it'd be something going to happen on the weekend. If it haven't, that you want to see, the person want to see. It could have been something that happened back then, something that's coming about, something this weekend or whenever it is. It don't really have to be a weekend, but it says weekend on my card, so I like to focus on what it says, a weekend. Whatever weekend. It could have passed already, I don't know. It's just or it could be coming whenever. It could be 6 months down the road. I just don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I did a lot of storyline Sagittarius from 2022 to whenever, and you wouldn't believe I hear that same kind of storyline in other readers. Some story I might have did or storyline I did back then. I hear other readers talk and say the same thing, but I did mine 2020. Get my drift? It could be happening right now, but I did the storyline all the way 2020. Get my drift? But it's happening now because we always gotta catch up. You gotta catch up to whatever, Sagittarius. Whatever is already existed is existing already. It's sitting there. You just gotta catch up to it in the physical. Get my drift, my Sagittarius. You know, when children finish school, it's already sitting there. You just got to do all the steps, go through all the years or whatever to make it happen. And then it's right there waiting for you. You just got to do everything to get to it. And that takes time and effort. I'm hearing, they don't really care about us. Dude, I don't know who they are. I don't know if they do. Oh, it say you different, though, maybe. I don't know. Okay, sorry, Sagittarius, I had to get that door shut. And I said, you still want to hear some noise, but, you know, do the best I can to not hear so much noise in my videos. My Sagittarius, my brother was a Sagittarius. He was really nice. Oh my goodness. Here the ice cream man want to present himself. This the 4th day. I'm going to let the sound of the ice cream man, the sound of the kids, that's a beautiful, because I don't know what Sage get ready to get on this table. I don't know what it's going to be. That's just for Sage. You might need some sweetness in your storyline, because it might be not so sweet. Or racial abuse, okay, they back to back. Hey, they back to back. You being different just stands out, Sagittarius, because it's racial abuse and it's hyped up for Sagittarius. Back then, this weekend, one weekend, or whenever it is. Somebody need to instill some tenderness to my Sagittarius. No more watering things down. You're going to have to talk to this person. right? Because God said don't jeopardize things because something's in plain sight from my Sagittarius. Because we got somebody who is trying to avoid taking your money or actually taking off your clothing. Somebody who in the person's dream house that's going to jail. So we could have, but I don't see no kind of romantic cards over there. Let's just flow. I don't know if this a, I don't know if this a job or this a Sagittarius. Let me see something. You had a false and present mind and a sheltered mind, I said. Like I said, you can take any cards that go with you said. You don't have to be the whole storyline. You can take card 5, card 6, card 8, card 4, card 10, and you can make a story out of that. You gotta listen to what the cards say, take whatever card and put it with whatever other cards, and you can make your own story out of what card you pick. And that's your story. It don't have to be the whole thing you hear me saying. Okay, somebody was toying with you at work or whoever this is. Something from your childhood though. You gotta start running from things. Somebody didn't have romance in a long time. I don't know if it's a boss at work or just somebody who might come back within your life. I don't know who this is. Sagittarius. That's just rough. Somebody want to know, did you do it or will you do it? Okay, no more trying to impress this person. Don't want to impress you, or you're not trying to impress this person. So you're dealing with a serpent, but you got to take baby steps because somebody don't want to be the hermit while the other person shine, or the person don't want to be the hermit while you shine. So the person want to know if you're gaming, you in Sagittarius in a situation or whatever. So you don't want to lose your job, or this person don't want to lose the job, or the person don't want to lose you. Nervous. So you created a monster with a common law, somebody who is your boss, or somebody who is your guy, or whoever it is. You had dormant behavior with this person. That's it. Just holding on to you for a piece of sake. So maybe person wants you to, it's an agency, seem like an agency, some kind of place or whatever it is. The billfold, I feel it's a job or whatever it is. Well, it could be a person, I don't see no, you might have worked with this person before and it entailed some kind of romance or escort or whatever. It don't have to be that. I'm trying to go with certain cards. It could just be like a person who was your person or something like that. Or it could just be a job that you had with a person, making money or whatever. You don't indulge no more, so you're saying you don't indulge, so that was taking me there. So you nerves around a pyramid of people, at least 3 of them with you, and you make 3. So you must, why do you have to tear me apart to build yourself up over this person want to tear you apart? So you got to put your name, you know, to go God say put your name on a lottery ticket, slot, or a job. So there's somebody who's trying to pull you backwards to probably a negative kind of job, or you got a job, period, that your boss ain't paying you right maybe, and you just need to go get a new job in general, and your boss trying to keep calling you back to work maybe, or we dealing with a night kind of job where it's disrespectful kind of job, and God's still telling you go get you a certain kind of job, a decent job, or one that God would want you to have. No matter what came negative, you stood tall in all of this. You want to get to full bloom, but this person want to get to full bloom, whoever he is, a piece of mind who had you working at nighttime, disrespecting yourself, or even down to your boss if you got a regular job, he want to get to full bloom also, but maybe he not paying you all your money. So God just wants you to get another job, period. One that respects you, pay you your money, and one that God will approve of. Okay, be considerate of your partner. So just like some partner of yours or your boss or whoever this is, you might, you don't want to settle for less. You want what you deserve. Okay, God's number of grace. You have to book an appointment or get an interview or do whatever, because it say, was he really worth it? So You might have to get some kind of interview for a new job, or I don't see no court card for you to be really worth it. Not fucking appointment. I don't see where you sick or nothing like that. So I just, you say going to an agency, they want your bill code. It could be where the person is your husband. And you're going to go to court and get a divorce, or it could be just you going to an agency to get you some money, or you're just going to get another job somewhere and going on an interview. Okay, here, judge, you're going to get in front of a judge. Maybe you're going to take a boss to court to get your money, some kind of place to court to get your money. You're going to get a divorce, or I don't really see the person beating on you or nothing. Let's just say you're an earth angel person. Okay, where did you get that behavior? I think in this love, Sagittarius. So you so smart, well done, God says, because you're making whatever decisions you're making, because you're an earth angel person, serene love. You was entwined in gossip with who this person is, or the person want to make it like that for you, or it already happened. God wanted you to turn yourself into a new version of the Sagittarius. Live the best life by getting healed, Sag, for recovery for a brighter future. This person wants you to chew on and think about it, Sag, coming back to whatever this was that you want to indulge in. I don't see no pills or nothing like that. So it's some kind of job maybe you had, or just working at a job. Period. That's 9 to 5. But if it's just a regular 9 to 5 job, your boss didn't pay you your money right, or your boss was sexual harassment or anything like that, trying to take the clothing off, or there's somebody at nighttime, a night kind of job that's really God don't approve of. Person might say, I'm going to pay you your money, or I'm not going to work you hard, or whatever, and you feel like, yeah, I heard that before. Or you might be telling the person, whoever the boss is, seems like it's a boss, or if it's not a boss, your husband or whoever you're living with, you might be taking a court or something like that. The person might say, I'm not going to do it anymore. You might say, I heard that before. Thoughts swirling in your mind at the duplex, at the house, at the courthouse, or at your own house, or at a job, or whatever. Here we got bill collector. You're in a poly relationship, so maybe you got a husband or somebody who got somebody on the side, third party. Maybe you go to court, get a divorce or whatever, and maybe you want to try to get some kind of money to take care of yourself or whatever, because and then you gotta get a job too, though, because you get a divorce, your husband can't pay all the bills like it used to be. Maybe you your husband, or you, or whoever this is with somebody else, who is a third party and messing up the household, gossip, let you know that he involved somebody else. So some kind of way you separated from him, or whatever you did, he trying to come back, and you don't indulge, you don't want him in your house or whatever, you're going to go to the courthouse. So it's, you're going to book that appointment maybe, and that is like make it where you can get in front of a judge. If it's anything as far as you and a husband maybe, or if it's a boss who didn't do you right, or whether it's through not paying you right, or sexual harassment, you still want to put that in front of a judge. Or if it's just a boss period, the kind at night with those night jobs or whatever, from stripper to barmaid or whatever it is, any kind of job like that, you're not, that ice dropped, a piece of ice dropped. I heard it clear as day. Okay, I'm going to use that in my storyline. Somebody going to feel like you kind of icy. You might be dealing with Aquarius. I'm Aquarius, and I just heard the other day, my cousin said, yeah, y'all kind of mean. I don't really feel I'm mean personally. I'm just stern, and when I'm talking serious, I'm talking serious. That's my other side over there. Other than that, you get to sweep me. When I'm talking serious and I'm stern about something, it sounds, or somebody take it as mean because you're not smiling. And you mean what you mean, and you serious. So I don't really feel like that's being mean. I feel like I'm being strong. I want you to get the message, get my point. So So maybe somebody feel like you kind of icy. You might be dealing with somebody who in Aquarius, because I'm talking to my Sagittarius right now. So you might be acting like Aquarius a little bit, my Sag, right? Let's just flow. Love don't hurt, love heals, Sagittarius. And you cannot be hurting from other people. So it might be some talking in your surrounding. And it will be, because you're going to be in front of the judge. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. My Sag, we got a Sag who's going to be going to a judge. Because you clap back with whoever this is, whatever situation you heard me say, and you done. You are done now. Or you telling the person they done. You done what a person done, because you're going to be the chairperson of your own life, and you're not going to go in. You won't go in head first, like that sailor. Usually God telling me to say this card the other way, but I got to take it to my Sage. You doing it right. So God's saying to my Sage, yeah, Sage, go in head first, like the sailor, fast. And I think that came to me with the definition for this card, because if I look at any kind of movies or pictures, movies about sailors move fast. They'll marry a woman in the same night. Goodness gracious, give me a sailor. I'm laughing, my Sagittarius. Give me a sailor. A sailor will marry you in the same night. We're the justice of the peace. God say with this card, don't go in fast like a sailor, but for my Sage in this storyline, God telling my Sage, going fast like that sailor. Sagittarius, book that appointment. That means go to the courthouse and make some kind of arrangement, some paperwork, so you can be able to get in front of the judge, my Sagittarius, to talk some kind of money business here, because we dealing with a bill collector, and the judge gonna be the bill collector. Get my drift. Don't the judge talk about alimony? Don't the judge decide all of that? Get my drift. Or we talking about your boss not paying you? Get in front of the judge. Sexual harassment. If there's some kind of money you can get from your boss, okay. But we got somebody, was it in the Sage where somebody's going in their dream house and they're going to jail? So if it's not an actual dream house, we dealing with somebody who they have a business, right? So we can actually say for, if it's not jail, I can take jail around. I'm just used to taking jail around, but I can take it around and say that. Because I don't see any violent. I see robbery. So unless somebody got robbed, you got robbed some kind of way. Because your boss ain't getting you all your money, it shouldn't be where your boss go to jail from that. Now, sexual harassment or pulling off your clothes or whatever, they could go to jail for that. Because I was trying to figure out with the jail card. Usually, I just keep it at that. Or I can just say that, yeah, usually I don't turn the jail card around. The jail means the jail. You know, evidently the person did something. If somebody trying to take off your clothes, the person ain't had romance in a long time and trying to take off your clothes and make it happen, and you don't give approval, that person need to be in a jailhouse. That person acting like the person have no kind of control. Okay, so this for let me see. That was my say, so I did all of them. Okay, so 1, 2, who? I'm gonna find out. But this is for my fire signs. Take your fire signs.